Good morning, kindergarten scholars. Miss Murphy here with your math lesson today. I'm so excited to grow my brain with you all today. So it's Wednesday, May 20th, and today we are on Math Module 4, Lesson 30. And you will need your math workbook, a pencil to write with, and something to draw different colors with. So that could be crayons, markers, whatever you have at home that you can make 2 different colors. If you don't have these materials, please pause the video and go get them and then hit play when you're ready to go. And of course, your bubblegum brain is super important to bring with you every time you work on your math. All right, let's get started. So we are doing a new game called Flash 5, fast as you can. Ready? Okay, hold up 2 fingers. Now add 5. I wonder how quickly everybody brought up that second hand with 5, right? Now I could have added 5 by saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but I know that this hand has 5 fingers, so it's way faster if I just add the 5 on this hand, right? And now I can see my 2 parts, right? I had 2 fingers right away, and I added 5 fingers. Who can say a number sentence that tells about my hands? Blank and blank makes blank. Yeah, 2 and 5 makes 7. Fabulous. Show me 3. Okay, ready. I want to see you do this real fast. Add 5. All right, who can say the number sentence for this one? Go ahead and say it out loud. I want to hear you. Yeah, nice, kindergarten. 3 and 5 makes 8. You could also say it like 3 plus 5 equals 8. All right, 2 more, ready? Show me 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 fingers. Now, get ready. Add 5. Who can say the number sentence for this? You've got this. Yeah. 4 plus 5 makes 9. Now that's a pretty big number, but I know that if I get stuck, I can count on from my 5, right? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Awesome. All right. Show me 5. Add 5. How many fingers do we have up now? 10, right? Okay, so who can say our number sentence? 5 plus 5 equals 10. Nice job. You are showing 5 really quick. Okay, so in your math journal, you're going to open up to this page with the pear tree. Pause the video if you need some time to find it, and then hit play when you're ready. Our first job on this application problem is to draw 5 pears in our pear tree. Go ahead. You can draw circles instead of pears so that you can move a little faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome. Okay, so we've got 5 pears on the pear tree, but we also have 5 pears that have fallen on the ground. So draw 5 pears on the ground as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, you can draw circles for pairs if that's easier. Awesome. Okay, so we have our setup here. Now, we are going to fill in our first number bond on this side. You don't have a number bond on your paper, you're just going to draw one to show how the pairs are in our picture, right? So we have 2 parts. We've got pairs in the pear tree and we have pairs on the ground, right? But then we have a total number of pairs all together. Okay, so how many pairs are in our pear tree? Right, 5, you got it. Okay, I'm gonna write a 5 in this circle because this is one of the parts. How many pairs are there on the ground? You can count them again if you forget. 5, also 5 on the ground, right? Now, we've been practicing 5 and 5. Can you tell me without counting how many pairs we have all together? Yeah, if you forget, you can count from 5, right? Because we have 5 in this group. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 and 5 makes 10. Fabulous job, kindergarten. Okay, but uh-oh, a pear has fallen. Watch it fall. All the way to the ground. Oh my goodness, our story has changed. We need to make our number bond on this side match our new story, right? Because one of our pairs has fallen out of the tree. All right, let's check it out. So first of all, I want to know, do we still have the same number of pairs altogether? Think about it. A pair fell from the tree to the ground, but did we lose any pairs? Did we grow any new pairs? I don't think so. I don't think they grow that fast. So how many pairs do we still have? 10 is still our total number of pairs. Fabulous job. Okay, so now we need to come up with our parts, right? So we started with the pear tree last time, so let's do that again. How many pairs do you see in the pear tree? 4, fabulous, right? And we also know that because we had 5 and we lost 1, right? So how many are left? 4. 1 less is 4. All right, now check it out on the ground. I'm wondering if you can figure out how many pairs are there without counting, right? We had 5 pairs on the ground, and then a new pair fell, right? So we had 5, and we're adding 1. How many pairs are on the ground? You can count them if you need to. 6 pairs, absolutely fabulous. Let's say these in our number sentence way, okay? So 5 and 5 makes 10. 4 and 6 makes 10. Nice. So even though we have the parts arranged differently, they still add up to the same number, which is 10. Really nice job, kindergarten. Go ahead and turn your page. There you go. Go ahead and turn your page to this paper that has a lot of space for writing. This is where you're going to do your work during the video lesson. So as we watch, she's going to ask you at a few points to use a whiteboard and a marker. You know when she says that to use this page in your math packet and a pencil to write down your answers, okay? We're going to get started.
Hi friends, today's lesson is for Module 4. Today says, I can model decomposing 10 using number bonds, pictures, and number sentences. We've been working on those 3 different things, and I am feeling pretty good about myself. How are you feeling? Oh, excellent. Did you know that when I was in kindergarten, I loved kindergarten because I had the best teacher. Her name was Mrs. Salzman, and Mrs. Salzman lived on a farm. That's right, she lived on a farm and she was a teacher. Do you want to guess what she raised on her farm? Those are good guesses. She actually raised sheep. Yep, and in kindergarten, we went on a field trip to her gigantic farm and we actually got to pet the sheep. It was so cool. Well, today I thought I'd bring in a little bit of Miss Salzman with me to our lesson by bringing in some sheep friends to help us practice decomposing 10. If you'll notice, they're super helpful sheep because they're standing in a very organized way to make it easier for us to count them. How are they standing that makes it so super helpful? Oh, good job. Yes, they're standing in 5 groups. Do you see how they're standing in 5 groups? I love it. Now, in that group of sheep, what do you see? I see different parts. What do you see? Yes, perfect. I love your good observations. Yeah, we see some white sheep and we also see some black sheep. All right. Okay, so let's talk about the different parts that we see. I know that there's 2 5 groups, so that's going to make 10. Let's put this into our number bond. All right, let's start with the first part, the white sheep. How many white sheep do you see, friend? Excellent. 1, 2, 3, 4. I see 4 as well. I'm going to go ahead and put that in one of my parts on my number bond. All right, so if there are 4 white sheep, how many black sheep are there? Good, there are 6. I'm going to put that in my other part. How did you figure out 6? Did you tap on each one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Or did you see that 5 group down there? And did you just say 5, 6? That's what I did. All right, perfect. So I have 4 plus 6. Let's get out those good counting sticks on our fingers. If I have put up 4, and then I add 6 more, how many do I have? Ding, 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 ding. I have 10. See how I have all my fingers up? Perfect. Hey, thanks, Sheep, for helping us out. All right, so question for you, friends. How did I make 10? Sorry for that bell. It's a very long bell, apparently. How did I make 10? 10. What were my parts again? Yeah, 10 was equal to what? What 2 parts did I add together to make 10? Good. I did 4 white sheep plus 6 black sheep. Perfecto. So I could say, how did I make 10? And you could tell me, well, 10 was equal to 4 plus 6. That's how I made 10. Or I could say, what 2 things did I add together to get the whole group of 10? If I was going to say like that, I might want to say 4 plus 6. Those are the 2 things I added together, the 2 parts, to equal 10. See, number sentences can be moved around depending on how you're talking. Like if I want to start with the whole amount, I can. And if I want to start with the parts that I added together, I could do that too. I love math. So cool. So many different ways to do the same thing. All right, can you go ahead and press pause? I want you to do some writing for me today. So can you go get a dry erase board and a marker, and then come right back when you're all ready and press play. Okay, are you ready, friends? Perfect. Here we go. After I saw the sheep, we went over and saw some cows and some pigs. All right, right now, I want you to tell me there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 animals all together. What number sentence could I write? 10 was equal to what? Can you press pause and look at the 2 parts? How would you finish that? What did I have to add together to make 10? Press play when you're ready. Okay, so what were the 2 parts that you saw, friends? Yes, you saw 5 cows and 5 pigs. So your number sentence probably says 10 is equal to, good job, 5 for the cows plus 5 piggies. Good. How does your number sentence look? Oh, excellent. I want to change it up now. I wrote 10 was equal to 5 plus 5. What if I wanted to start with my parts? I would say the 2 parts added together equals 10. Can you press pause, write a good number sentence where you start with the parts to equal the whole amount, and then press play to check yourself. Okay, so this time our number sentence has the same pieces to it. Because the parts and the whole amount didn't change, I'm just going to put them in a different order. I'm going to start with the parts. So I could say 5 cows plus 5 piggies equals 10 animals. Perfect. All right, last challenge. Do you think you can put that good information into a number bond? I know that you can. Press pause. Go ahead and fill in that number bond and then press play to check yourself. Okay, so what were my 2 parts again? Good. 5 and 5. And my whole amount? Yeah, it was 10. Man, you are getting so good at decomposing 10 and showing it in different ways. Question for you. I know that everyone always gets stressed. Is it okay that these numbers are the same number? Yes, because even though they're both 5, they represent or they show different parts. The 5 cows and the 5 pigs. So even though they look the same, they're not, right? They're talking about different parts. So that's totally cool. All right, excellent job, friends. Go ahead and erase your board. I'm so glad this went well because today our learning goal was I can model decomposing 10 using number bonds, pictures, and number sentences. You did a fantastic job. I'm so...
All right. Nice job with that lesson, scholars. We are ready to do some practice all on our own. So go ahead and turn in your math workbook to the first page of your problem set. You're going to see some pictures of rockets and astronauts. You can hit pause if you need a second to find it. All right, so first we're going to look at the top part of the page. The directions here say, fill in the number bonds and complete the number sentences. Okay, and it says Ricky has 10 space toys. He has 7 rockets and 3 astronauts. All right, let's fill in this one together, and then I'm going to have you do the next one by yourself. So, all right, so we've got 10 space toys. It tells us that our total is 10 space toys, right? And I noticed that in our number sentence, it already says 10 equals. And in our number bond, we already have 10 in the party circle. So we're off to a good start, right? Now we're going to fill in our parts. So how many rockets does Ricky have? 7 rockets. Fabulous, right? You could see the number 7 here, or you could use this 5 group and count on 5, 6, 7. I'm going to fill in 7 as one of my parts of the number bond. Now to fill in the other part, I'm going to look at the astronaut toys, right? How many do you see here? 3. Great. So we've got 7 plus 3 makes 10. Now we get to fill that out in our number sentence. So our number sentence is starting with the whole or the total, right? 10 equals blank plus blank. So we just need to fill in our parts. What is our part that shows the rocket tips? 7. And what is our part that shows the astronauts? 3. Fabulous. So this number sentence and this number bond are telling us the same story about Ricky's space toys. All right, let's move right on down the page. So now we have some farm animals, just like we watched in the video, and your job is to fill out the number bond and number sentence just like we did before. This time you still have to fill in the total number, right? How many do you think there are total by looking at this? It looks like 10, right? Because we have our 2 5 groups together. You can count to make sure. Remember to put your parts in the circles and your total in the party circle. Also, pay attention to where your number sentence is, because you have blank plus blank equals blank this time. So you're starting with the parts. Pause the video while you fill out your number bond and number sentence. When you're all done with both of those, hit play and we'll move to the next page. All right, here we go. So we're going to turn the page to the page that looks like this. If you need a second to find it, you can hit pause. Okay, so the directions on the top part say, Danica has 5 green balloons. Her friend gave her 5 blue balloons. Draw all of her balloons in the 5 group way. Fill in both number sentences. Great, we're going to draw Danica's balloons in a 5 group way. That means we make 5 in a row and then we go down to the next row, right? Okay, you can draw with me. So 5 green balloons, go ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was easy to put in a 5 group because we were drawing 5 green ones. Okay, now I want to show the balloons that Danica's friend gave her, right? Her friend gave her 5 blue balloons. So go ahead and switch colors. It's okay if you don't have green and blue, you can just draw them a different way. Or if you don't have colors, you can color in these circles and leave these circles open. Draw our 5 blue balloons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome. Okay, now our job is to fill in the number sentences both ways. So this first one, I see that we put our whole first because it says blank equals blank plus blank. All right, what is our total number of balloons? You can count them all, or you could use a trick to see how many there are, right? Because we have our 5 group on top, 5 group on the bottom. I know that makes 10, right? Fabulous, it looks like 10. And I know 5 and 5 is 10. Okay, so we put our whole. Now we need to break it into our parts. So how many are in the green balloon part? 5 green balloons. How about the blue balloons? How many are in that part? 5 again, right? And it's okay that our numbers are the same because they're talking about different sets of balloons, but we have the same number of green and blue, right? Okay, fabulous. Now we're going to write our number sentence a different way because here it said blank equals blank plus blank. Here it says blank plus blank equals blank. That means we're putting our parts first and then our whole. So we're writing the same numbers. So what are our parts for this number sentence? Yeah, go ahead and write them down. 5 green balloons. and 5 blue balloons makes how many balloons altogether? 10, right? Same numbers, we're just switching the order to tell our parts first. Great job. Okay, moving on to the bottom of this page. Now, this one is going to be your turn to draw, right? And fill out the number sentence. So it says, Jason is playing with 10 bouncy balls. Oh, lucky. He has 8 on the table and 2 on the floor. Draw the bouncy balls in the 5-group way. Fill in both number sentences. Okay, so you're going to take a minute and draw your bouncy balls. First, I'm going to draw a table to say, okay, these are the ones on the table and the rest are on the floor. So go ahead and draw 8 bouncy balls on the table and 2 on the floor. Pause the video while you draw. All right, you've got all your bouncy balls. Great, now you're going to fill in both of your number sentences just like we did together before. So here we're telling the parts first, blank plus blank equals blank. And here we're telling the whole first, blank equals blank plus blank. Go ahead and fill in your number sentences. You can hit pause while you work. Great job today learning math and practicing your number sentences together with me. I had so much fun and I hope you did too. When you're all done with your problem set, have someone at home take a picture of your completed work and text it to your teacher so that we can see all the hard work that you did today. Well, as always, I had so much fun learning with you, kindergarten. I will see you soon.